Nice. Why am I doing this video? First of all, this is going to be a little like aim guide, routine guide or whatever. So, you know, just to give you a few examples of some important things regarding aim, sensitivity, smoothness, flicking, blah blah blah. You already know. And this thing is going to apply for all of you. Not only for DPS players, but for tanks, for heals, because you need aim in every single room. It also applies to melee characters, which I'm showing as well. So, what are we going to start with? Listen. We're going to start with smoothness. Aim smoothness. Because you want your aim to look like this. You know? One smooth motion. I purposefully, by the way, cranked up my mouse sense to 3. Usually I'm on 0.50, like between 0.50 to 0.70, which I'm going to show off as well. But this is going to play part in the next couple of things that I'm saying. Because you do not want to aim your aim to look like this. It's too fast. All of those gaps, you know, shouldn't be existing. So you want one smooth motion. And I'm going to show you right now why. I have these settings that I use. I'm starting like for Lunar Snow. We change to Punisher later on and then to Storm, Iron Man, yada yada yada. But what you want to do is the fix that you want to change the distance to like 10 meters. You want to set it to dynamic and then do normal movement speeds. You want to do it on 1 because you want to do the tracking and the movement. You want to turn off the timer, and I'm always turning off the music. So these are the settings that you want to go with first. And all we are doing is, without changing any mouse sense, we are going to position ourselves like right here, and then we follow Luna. Do you see how my aim stutters? I still kill her, that's not the problem. But do you see how hard it is for me to be on track because of this high mouse sense, for example? You can, however, if you have the smoothness of your sense, it's pretty hard because, yeah, sense and all. But you want to focus on being smooth with your motions instead of going like this, basically. Because if you focus on your mouse smoothness, excuse me, you can also make a sense like this work. And this is all about, since it's just hand-eye coordination, you see what I mean? Like if I'm not focusing on the smoothness, you see exactly what I mean, don't you? So let me put this into perspective in changing my mouse sense yet again to my usual sense. This is my new sense, by the way. So I do not have a lot of practice with this.
Down and out.
Do you see how the movement is not going up and down everywhere, it's just on line? You will miss a lot. You cannot, it's not inevitable that you will miss. But we are focusing for this specific thing, you want to focus on the mouse smoothness. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep your mouse in line and practice smoothness of the mouse. But you're going to figure out very fast that you are either on a mouse sense that is too high or too slow. Just want this smooth motions. So it looks really like this, right? Now, if you want to continue with this training, I'm gonna suggest you to go to the perimeters. Wait, let me end the training. Change the perimeters from Wilderness now, for example, to Storm. Put it on 20. Do the move action to random and the movement speed to super fast. And then we position ourselves in the middle of this door here. And then we try to track this storm. And we try to be on her as much as possible. Tracking every single movement in one motion. You probably see my aim stuttering as well. But this is due to me changing from like 0.48 to 0.70 like an hour ago. But that's okay, but the goal is to have one motion. Not to kill as many things as possible, just having one motion. Which you clearly saw that this was not one motion, but you get the hang of it.
Another bump in the road.
When it comes to mouse sense, always use the mouse sense that you're comfortable with in this game. Like, just because I'm saying I'm playing like between 0.4 and 0.7, it doesn't mean that you need to do this as well. Because if I'm changing it to like 3 again, you will see that Storm should die so much faster. Because I can just keep up with the movement speed better, but my aim looks fucked here. Because I'm flicking everywhere. Which is very important, because maybe Punisher is not the best example, because I've been playing Punisher a lot today already, so I'm kind of warm. Maybe do something like Phoenix. Then you see what I mean, because with these kinds of heroes like Phoenix, Hela, you also need to track, because you're missing a lot of possible shots that you shouldn't miss. Like this. So if I'm going to lower it yet again, it should be a lot cleaner, a lot more on the tracking side.
You really should have known better. That's all it took.
This is also something I need to talk about, is like spamming your shots as a clicker hero, as I love to say it. It's not always the best option, because you will hit a lot more shots consistently if you're tracking like this. Did you see this? As soon as I started spamming like this, I'm missing so many shots.
Really?
Yeah. It's just... See? There's just so many shots that you miss, instead of like taking your time a little bit and then be on your target when you click. It's just practice at this point. And we are not going to do a precision training yet to be on her head.
That's all it took. Really?
Because that would be the next step
There you are.
of all of this.
Every mortal is my servant. I rule.
So you need to
Another soul to join.
adjusted accordingly, I would say.
Ready for combat.
Okay, back to Punisher.
Weapons are
So,
tools.
the goal is, of all these things, that you are going to be able to have your mouse hands, do the fixed 40 meter, do the timer, set the timer to 60 at first, do random and super fast, and then apply these changes, and then see how many storms you can kill
5, 4, 3, 2.
in 60 seconds.
You made your last mistake.
But do not lose focus of your mouse smoothness. Like, we wanna do smooth motions, we wanna do clean aiming. You are allowed to miss things.
More.
This is just pure smoothness. That's all this is.
New entry in the war journal.
And this is something that you can train religiously as every single character.
So weak.
Because you need it on every single character. If I'm looking at like the meta characters right now, one of them is Mantis. Alright?
People often mistake empathy for weakness. 5,
And if you're able to also
2.
be good at aiming at Mantis to reset your leaves. I'm not playing Mantis enough. Maybe this is not the best thing for Mantis, but you get the hang of it. Let's do the Punisher on 10 meters with random and super... No, horizontal and super fast movement. So there you go. Because realistically, you're not going to shoot flyers as Mantis. I mean, you can, but
5,
should be.
4, 3, 2, 1. Made me angry. Our enemies are here. Getting my kicks.
I did it twice, and I did it one time while moving, because that would be the next step. Doing all of this while moving, which for some reason doesn't work as it should be right now.
Made me angry. I vented my anger.
So this would be a character where you would need it. Luna would also be a good example of where you need tracking. Because you will miss your teammates like you miss enemies. To heal. You know what I'm saying? When it's easier to heal than to damage, that's for sure.
Another hit for Luna Snow.
But this is also where you can train your own aim and your own abilities. Another example would be Ultron, but in my opinion, in my personal opinion, alright? Ultron is one of the only characters you shouldn't struggle to be on target.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Because his laser is so huge. Like, it's almost impossible to not be on target as Ultron, which makes this character so strong. Look at this. This is why, in my personal opinion, Ultron is just too strong. It's just impossible to miss. Even if I would put Punisher like right over here with his movements. Actually, let me show you this. Let's do him at 60 meters, which is very far.
5,
And then start this again.
3, 2, 1.
It takes longer to kill him, But it's unlikely for you to miss a single shot if you have this tracking ready. You know, if your mouse is smooth, if your movement is smooth. Even if it jumps around, it's like... This is why the smooth mouse movements is very important. This is part 1, by the way. I'm going to do a little bit more, like going over some crosshair things real quick. If somebody is struggling with crosshairs on certain characters, it's like, generally speaking, if you struggle with this dot, the white dot, I would recommend you to change the dot crosshair to the color green. This, of obvious reasons, it's just way more vibrant, it's harder to lose your crosshair on the enemies. You just can keep track of it a little bit more.
3, 2, 1.
An opportunity for
Same.
combat. Time is up.
It is way easier to keep track of the crosshair. I just tried to look at my second monitor and see if I can... Why is it so different? I'm looking at my second monitor and try to hit Punisher and I'm missing miserably. Alright. And if you do not like dots, what I also recommend on crosshairs is... wait, where is it? It's one of these. Because they are just so big, they are not missable.
All the other gods.
Like, you are never losing track of your crosshair in the process. Yeah. This... Or like a plain... Wait, do I have this crosshair? I'm pretty sure I deleted it. No. No. Oh. Like this?
I am the god.
But, you know, just a little bit smaller for the DPS and green or whatever. I personally do not like yellow. Especially because the enemy outlines for me are yellow as well. So yellow on yellow is just not... Nah. But it would be a few things to keep in mind. I didn't change the...
Heads up, hostiles.
crosshair.
Justice, pure and simple.
Alrighty. So. I hear your steps, bro. Shut up. So, this would be it for now. If you want me to go over other things regarding the next couple of steps that you can do to train your aim effectively, like, you know, just track. But most of aim in Rivals comes down to the smooth movement. Before you're trying around with like 70 different senses, pick one that you feel comfortable with and then get used to these smooth movements. Even though the game can be hectic at times and you need to turn around and look at different things, just let's focus on smooth mouse movements and smooth aim for now, because it also ultimately makes your tracking better, right? Give me some feedback, by the way. All of these is like feedback related as well. In what you want me to cover and what you want to see, or what do I go... For what do you want me to go into specifics? Like, I'm not pulling out like a fucking whiteboard and try to put up the mathematics formula in whatever you're doing or whatever you want to do. That's not gonna happen. But give me some feedback. This time we are talking about getting used to flicking, or you can also call it target switching. Alright? So basically all you want to do is like, you have your settings from the mouse moving video and you now can be like on track. You practice this, you know how to practice, you know what you're doing. This time we're going to use the exact same sense and get you used to flicking and target switching if it's needed. Alright? So basically you come over here, it's right out of the spawn. Like all of you know the practice range very well. You're going to want to position yourself right on this line, is what I'm measuring. Just standing here in the middle because I can see all of this. And then you want to just start to do these flicks. Like you're gonna start here with this spot, kill this, flick over here, and then target switch between those. You can skip these two, but why do I include these two bots? It's because imagine these two bots is your backline. Alright, so this is where your backline is, and this is Black Panther and this is Spider-Man. Obviously, they have super high movement, alright? And imagine them, like when you start shooting at them, they are going to dash and swing to right around here, and then they try to do the stupidest movement things and going up in the air and whatever. This is how I practice myself to switch between these targets. I can't recreate it like what would happen in a normal game. Shut the fuck up, Frank. So this is the best that I could come up with in terms of flicking. I misclicked my right mouse button, but that is okay. I just can cut it out, you know? Alright, so this is what you want to basically do. You start with this spot, you flick to this spot, you go over here, then you do all of this tracking game, target switching. You know? And you want to be able to do it as fast as possible without you feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna train your speed, you wanna stay accurate, you wanna also do the tracking on these ones that you miss as minimal shots as possible with any character, by the way. Like all the range characters. It's for DPS players, basically, but everybody can train the aim. And this is exactly what you want to do. This spot, tracking, 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 clicking, tracking. You know what I'm saying? This is all that I can show you in regards of flicking. I can show you a different hero. I can show you Hela.
If you do not oppose me,
Double KO.
time is up.
That is very unfortunate timing for these spots.
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
I am the goddess all the other gods
Oh.
fear.
And you wanna do it for like until it comes natural to you. Like if you do not have to think about what to do next or what to focus next, you know?
Time is up.
Because you wanna, all of this aim series is aimed at one thing, and it's the aim becoming natural to you.
Who would play
Like breathing, for example.
one? I am the goddess. Oh, find that soul.
Alright. That was a very fast second part, but you know, there is not much to say to flicking than anything else, really. Because you can just do this.
Time is up.
over and over.
That's 3. Wow.
But it's...
That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
That just doesn't add anything to
Who would play
anything.
like these 5 I have won? Enemies. Perfect.
Oh, by the way, you wanted to
Time is up.
be headshots mostly. I mean, you can start by just doing body shots, I guess.
Fight on. Another soul to join my legions.
You can also... This is also what you can do. You can flick away and then back. But it's just a little play around.
Expected.
But the best hero to do it also is Punisher, because, you know,
Double kill.
then you really see
That's 3.
how good the tracking still is and the target switching and whatever.
6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Another bump in the road.
Alrighty, that sells it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.